John.
Here.
Joycelyn.
Here.
Michelle.
Here.
Michael.
Here.
Thank you. Everyone's present.
Okay, Megan, are you joining us?
I don't think he
Maybe
said.
not.
Right. I don't
Okay.
think it was here. So
Okay, the first matter is to approve the agenda. Give a motion to approve the agenda.
So move.
Thank you. Second,
a second,
Second.
Michael.
I think we've had, it's been moved in multiple seconds that we approve the agenda. All in favor, please say aye.
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 And any opposed, abstaining? Thank you. The agenda is approved. Actual formal minutes of the past meeting, or I believe we can use the presentation during the board meeting. So if that's acceptable, do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
I move to approve the minutes, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Second.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of the previous meeting. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Abstaining? Thank you all. So our stars are here. I can tell they're on the screen. So Shannon, would you please share with us your latest?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. We're delighted to give you an update. I think we're starting to make some strong progress on the search. So I'd like to just go through a few high-level accomplishments and updates and let you know where we are, and then you're welcome to ask any questions accordingly. I think at long last, we have a finalized position description. We thank you all for your input, and I know it was a work in progress. I believe that has been distributed to all of you, and you are more than welcome to share it across your networks. It has been approved. Please keep in mind the position description is not intended to be an all-inclusive human resources job description. It's a marketing piece as much as anything. We will vet candidates against lots of other key requirements, competencies not listed on this position description, although this one is a bit more comprehensive than some that we do. So again, thank you all very much for your hard work on that. I think everybody feels good with where we are on this. It's a great document that we've already begun sharing with potential candidates and referral sources. So thank you for that. Once it was approved, it has been posted in a number of sites. It's been posted on the Coleman Liu Canny Bowen website. Also, Jen in Human Resources has been incredibly helpful. My understanding is that to date, it has been posted with the job board at ALA. It's been posted with amigos.org, and it's also been posted with the Mid-America Library Alliance. So thanks to Jennifer for helping make that happen. We were able to utilize your member discounts by having you all be involved in those postings directly. In addition to being posted, we have compiled a pretty comprehensive initial sourcing list of over 150 individuals, and we have done a personalized e-blast, which is a personalized email that we push out to a wide array of potential candidates, again, or referral sources. We did an initial e-blast to about 150 individuals. Actually, last Thursday, that went out. We're able to track the open rate of that, and we've gotten some good response. It's been opened and forwarded by quite a strong number of individuals. We have received a couple of applicants already as a result of that. And so we'll be evaluating those individuals as part of the interview process. So we pushed it out in that way. And so the buzz has sort of begun out in the market in terms of creating sort of that momentum around the opportunity. As you'll remember, we don't rest solely on that. So we've also begun proactively reaching out to contacts either that were in our network or that we've identified as a result of original research. And with that, we have spoken with a number of folks who've already given us potential referral sources. So those, we're chasing those referrals down. I think we've got 3 potential candidates that we are evaluating this week alone. So that is underway, and we're very encouraged by where we are as it relates to sourcing for potential candidates. We also have completed the listening tour. I know we've updated you all along the way with that. I'm very pleased to tell you the employee survey received 266 responses. And then we were able to have dialogue with about 2/3 of the individuals who were identified as invitees for other either one-on-one conversations or focus groups as part of the listening tour. We reached out to everyone a minimum of 2 times. We find that a 2/3 response rate is actually a pretty good response rate. So we feel like we've gotten a good, strong understanding from both the employee base as well as the identified stakeholders around, the strengths of the system, opportunities, and what that ideal candidate profile looks like. We're going to work with Ron to figure out, we'll do a stakeholder summary feedback report and the best way to share or utilize that feedback as we're evaluating candidates. But that is complete as well. The last thing I'd like to call to your attention, I think Carla had the most challenging job of all in terms of identifying dates that worked for the broader group in terms of the advanced calendaring, as we discussed at our last meeting. We have sent those dates to you, and we would ask that you please make sure that you're holding your calendar for the dates that she sent out to you. Right now, we are targeting that we will present candidates to you all, that initial slate of candidates on Tuesday, August 9th at 2 p.m. Central Time, followed by first round interviews beginning that next week on August 16th. I will call to your attention that second round interviews may or may not be needed. As you will recall, we like to hold this as a placeholder in case we need that time to gain consensus around that group of finalist candidates who would then come on site for the full day interview process. So we'll ask that you hold that. You may or may not end up needing that. We won't know until we get through that first round of interviews. And then right now we've slated final round on-site interviews to happen September 13, 14, and 15, with hopefully the committee convening on September 9th to make a decision out around a recommendation to the board for approval of your candidate recommendation. So I'll take a break with that and let you circle back and ask me any questions that you'd like to, but I think we're making some great progress.
Yeah, just one addition. I understand that the Urban Library Council has also posted the job with the description.
Great, thank you. That's good to know. As I understand it, they do not have a formalized job posting board, but definitely we're going to try and be helpful. So that is fantastic to know that that's happened.
Right.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments?
Shanna, I had a question. I believe when I was talking with Chris last week, he mentioned that of the referred stakeholders, only half of those had responded. Any movement in that area?
Yes, at this point, Carla's done a great job of hounding people, and I think we have had dialogue now with about 2/3 of them, which again is a pretty good hit rate. And the other 1/3 that we have not interviewed, it is not for lack of trying. All of those people have been contacted a minimum of 2 times by Carla. It's rare that we get 100% participation, Ron, if that helps at all.
Any other questions? Michael and Michelle? Okay. Shanna, back to you.
No, I'm good.
I'm sorry, please. Go ahead.
No, I said I'm good. I don't have any questions.
Yeah, this is Michael. I don't have any questions either.
Great. Well, we're not going to go dark until August 9th. Please know that we are heavy sourcing on this end and interviewing potential candidates. We'll stay close to you throughout that process and certainly keep you posted, but we'll look forward to actually reviewing hopefully a very strong slate of candidates with you that first week in August.
Shanna, I think Chris also mentioned that we'll be receiving a report of the employee feedback and the identified stakeholders. Do you have any idea when that might be coming?
Carla is putting the finishing touches on that, and I'd like to maybe talk with you, Ron, about the best way to distribute that. Certainly, we can get you a summary report. Obviously, there are not names on that in terms of information. That's part of our commitment to stakeholders, is to please be candid with us. We will protect your anonymity, but it goes into a big mixing bowl with everybody else's feedback, and we're able to pull out key themes as a result of that. We do recommend that you hold that information confidential, just because it can be sensitive at times. But Ron, perhaps you and I could have a conversation on the best way to distribute that, and we're happy to get that out in the next week or so.
Okay, sure, but my feeling would be that it should be a decision by the full membership of this committee. And with respect to confidentiality, I think that although there, again, just my feelings is that maybe some elements might be a bit sensitive. I think it's always helpful to have people's feelings expressed openly and as clearly as they wish to.
Absolutely.
And also too, I'm wondering, and this is just a question, not a comment, but in as much as you're providing something to the extent it is prohibited by our sunshine and open meeting laws, my thought is that it's fair game. So
Okay, perfect. Then we will get that report finished up. We had those last few conversations that have happened over the last few days. And so I think Carla's putting the finishing touches on it. And Carla, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the next week, we could distribute that to the committee.
Yep, I can have that done, no problem.
Perfect.
No, just one clarification on the dates. I understood that those dates, we were supposed to reply as to which one of those dates we could meet and which ones we did not. And so I did reply to that. Fortunately for me, at least, most of those dates I could meet, but there were some that I couldn't. So I don't know if everyone replied that way or not, but that was my understanding of how we were to reply.
That is absolutely correct. Carla, as you know, sent out the Google Docs survey, and this took a lot of work, but this came as a result of everyone's availability. And while we're never going to get 100% participation at every single event, if we were, we'd probably be in 2025 doing this search. But she was able to get pretty strong consensus and get a strong majority for each of these dates that are recommended, that were sent out.
Thank you.
Back to the survey results, as long as people's identities are protected, I have no issue with it being released.
Right. All right. We will get that to you in the next several days. Anything else you'd like from us at this point?
Michael, Michelle?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, Michelle?
I'm good.
Okay, when do you propose that we meet again? I'm assuming that it's based upon significant events on your side of it. Any guesstimate?
So my recommendation, Ron, would be that maybe we do a midway check-in between now and August 9th, just so that we can give you a quick update in terms of what we're seeing, hearing out in the market, what the interest is looking like, that kind of thing. We will not start sharing individual backgrounds at that point, but we would like to give you an update, kind of midway, just so you know where we are in terms of sourcing. That can either happen via a live meeting, or we can certainly correspond via email and give you an update as well. I'll defer to you in terms of which you prefer. I never believe in asking you all to meet just for the sake of meeting, but certainly in the spirit of transparency, we certainly want to keep you posted as we move through that process.
John?
Yeah, I agree with the general idea.
Yeah.
I don't know about the date, but I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I guess my preference is that the meetings we're having right now are incredibly more helpful because they lend themselves very well to follow-up questions.
Right.
And I think, frankly, the immense gravity of your effort in what's happening here is that to the extent we can have these meetings like this, they're immensely preferable to emails or whatever. But we can firm up a date, what, a little bit more than a month from now?
I think so. I would say in the next 3 to 4 weeks, it'd be a good time for a check-in.
Sure, great. And of course, if there's anything that you'd care to share between then and now, I know that this committee would be very, very receptive to that.
Perfect. Well, we'll definitely keep you posted on how sourcing is going. Again, I think we have 3 screens that are already on the calendar for this week, and certainly plenty more to come beyond that. So we'll definitely keep you posted. And conversely, if we hear questions, challenges out in the market that we feel like this group needs to address, we'll wave the flag and see if it's possible that we can meet sooner. But otherwise, we'll definitely keep you posted.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you very much. Anything else, Shanna or your team?
I think I'm good. Carla, anything from your end?
Nope, I think we're good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all to Shanna and your
Absolutely.
team.
Thank you. We'll be in
Okay.
touch very soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, any comments from the committee on this?
Seems like it's going in the right order. Yeah.
Yeah, going back a bit, Steve identified this firm and another firm, and I think I'm much grateful to the heads up on these folks. They seem to be doing a great job in all respects. So, very thank you.
It's nice to see that we're already getting a response. May not be the kind of candidates that we want, but at least there's some
Yeah.
Yeah,
response that are coming through.
yeah, exactly.
It's nice to know that the number of responses we got were up around the 2/3 level. I would say for this kind of a survey, that's remarkable to get 2/3 response
Yeah,
from these people that were listed.
yeah, and just the number of people, 150 people on the list that were identified. That struck me as being.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think one of my colleagues forwarded the email to me and then I forwarded it,
Yes.
at least to you, Ron,
Yeah,
if not to
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
committee.
yeah.
So just sort of verifying that people were seeing this in the marketplace.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Cody, we're on YouTube, right? We're being recorded.
Yes, Ron, we are.
Okay, I'd like us to move to a closed session. And Cody, just a heads up, it might be 30 seconds.
Okay, so Ron, once we
Yeah.
take the vote to go into closed session, if give me a few
Okay.
moments to stop the live stream, and then when we vote to come back, again, give me a few moments to bring it back up, if you would, please.
Sure. Okay.
And do we not have to give the reason,
Yes.
generalized reason?
Yeah, it's section 610.021, subsections 3 and 13.
So 3 is about hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting a particular employee by when information about that employee is discussed and recorded. And then 13's left. I almost know that one by heart. 13 is a little bit different. It's individually identifiable personnel records, performance ratings, etc. So
Yeah. Exactly. So do we have a motion to go into closed session?
So move.
A second.
It's been moved in a second that we're going to close session. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Michelle?
It looks like Michelle has fallen off.
okay.
Okay, thanks, Cody.
She gets.
Okay, it's been moved in a second that we go to closed session. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed?